The following program contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ladies, have you ever been out to Sunday brunch and wondered, man, those bacon and eggs are tasty, but everything would be so much better with an extra side of beefcake? Well, then the Saks Restaurant and Lounge in Washington, D.C. might be your style. Why? They made news for launching Sir Sundays, a Magic Mike-inspired burlesque brunch, as you're seeing here, trying to sex up brunch with male dancers, go-go boys, and table service studs. Dr. Berman, ladies, would you be into this?
Dr. B, that looks like your office in Beverly Hills.
You know, so I have mixed feelings about it because, you know, over brunch, for one thing, this is during the day on Sunday. You know, my mind is, that looks like sort of a nighttime kind of event. The other thing about, you know, that is, I've always been curious about in terms of strip bars, to me, it's...
This is a restaurant.
Well, people taking off the clothes and sort of allowing things, you know, to happen in your imagination that you can't act out on. So I would be frustrated with that.
I see what you're saying, Jen. It's like one thing at a time. It's either have a nice brunch, the mimosa, the eggs Benedict, and then pinching their butt. That's a side thing. Well, this reminds me a lot of Score's strip club in New York, where part of it's a strip club, but part of it is a restaurant too. So
mixing dining with
right, and I had treated a lot of these women that work there, so I would go I'd sit there and eat. And
so this was women dancing, not men.
Well, yeah, but they come like
your work.
Well, I would instead of coming, yes, instead of them coming to the office, they'd come, and I'd be sitting, you know, eating and. All right, next, and okay, good.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So, but I get her point that it's sort of mixing.
At least for my female brain, I mean,
it's confusing.
It's confusing to me, exactly. And then you can't act on it, and then you're eating, and then you're.
Well,
so,
that to me though is more of. Quite frankly,
multitask.
I am completely in agreement with you. But quite frankly, that is more of just an overall acknowledgement that maybe strip clubs aren't for you. Because I'm not into strip clubs myself, because I've always, you know, for a lot of people that go, number one, they may go for the wrong reasons, and there's all these expectations, and it's sometimes hard to say, hey there, guy, nothing's gonna happen, okay? But in this case, for $50, you get a 2-hour performance, which seems like a lot.
2 hours, I'd be like.
Plus unlimited mimosas and hors d'oeuvre-style plates. Now, best part, if you want to get a little close to the action, there's a VIP seat for $65.
How close can you get? That sounds better. Okay, close as in like how close?
It's not going to seal
How
the
do you
deal.
know all this stuff? You've been to clubs. Come on. Come on, fess up right here. And he went for $20 that day.
I had to be reminded that, I don't know when this was, a few years ago, we danced with the Chippendales dancers here on this stage. I don't even remember this, by the way.
It was that traumatic or that exciting? One of the two.
I remember doing it. I remember
just have
that.
a bad memory. Do you remember this?
I do.
So anyway, my guess is that if this is a successful model for brunch for this restaurant, you may see more places enacting these, I don't know what you would call it, but the difference is this, quickly before we go. I do think there's a big difference between a Chippendales type of performance. It's not like they're truly stripping to the point where if you went to a strip club, very different than.
Well, this is like mariachi band, like while you're eating, kind of.
Okay.
You know what?
The same idea is what you're saying. It's not like a bona fide where you're putting dollars in and you're focused on them. This is sort of like background.
Hanging out, and yeah, there's a couple guys with big
morning
pecs
for
in
the
your
girls. Girls brunch out.